Hi, Maurice Dwayne here from Hollywood Times, and we're here with Kathleen Rawson of the Hollywood Trust and Partnership.
Yes.
Cool. And just wanted to thank you for taking time out to speak with us. And one thing I noticed, you have a great skill of synergizing many different components into a cohesive movement. And one of the things I wanted to ask you was, based on what I see you're doing, is it possible that you're going to be running for mayor or governor? Because it looks, well, I mean, it's not that, arguably you kind of doing that type of thing within Hollywood. You're allocating this, here, there, making sure this part is working, that's not working. You have a flow chart of who should be doing what, where, who gets what job, which funds go here and there. So conceivably, you're kind of doing that, but on a smaller basis.
Well, I'm very humbled by the question. I will say that I am a avid, relentless advocate for this neighborhood, and I love Hollywood. A lot of people love Hollywood. Hollywood's a place, it's an image, it's history, it's all the things. It's a place where people live and go to school and visit. And I want to make sure that every single soul that comes into this neighborhood feels welcome, feels safe and secure. And when I mean safe and secure, at all levels, right? Whether you're a protester, whether you are a visitor, whether you're a resident, I want to make sure that these streets and these sidewalks are yours. And I feel so passionate about it. There's nothing better than coming upon great public spaces. And Hollywood Boulevard has the potential to be such a great public space. It just is going to take all the people in the room that you saw today, working together, rowing in the same direction. And we're really happy to be the leader of that charge.
Okay, cool, very cool. Do you think that the push for affordability is going to reach Hollywood? Because it seems, I used to live in Hollywood, and I can only afford living in such places as hotels like the West End on Cahuenga. Me and roommates would stay in other hotels like the Super 8, I guess it was, or the Western. So it was quite unaffordable. But is that going to be something that's going to be worked with, or?
If we're talking about tourism accommodations versus housing, let's talk about tourism accommodations first. There's more hotels in the pipeline, more demand, or more supply, will naturally bring the cost of rooms down. But some of the more affordable options, we have a number of them in Hollywood. It's just that the 4-star, the luxury places are the ones that are getting the renovations, right? So we need to make it easier and more accessible for modestly priced accommodations to get the same kind of upgrades.
Okay, fantastic. So what would you say is your main focus for the upcoming years in Hollywood? Are there any trends that you're looking at on a national basis that you'd like to bring to Hollywood?
We want to harness the fact that we are going to be on the world stage with all these major sporting events coming up. We want to harness that momentum so that we get streetscape improvements, public space improvements here in this neighborhood. There hasn't been public infrastructure money put in this neighborhood for more than 60 years. We are so far past time for the city to invest here. And so we're going to use every tool in our toolbox to ensure that elected officials and public servants, the state, understand that Hollywood matters. This is the brand for our neighborhood, or for Los Angeles, and we have got to invest in this neighborhood. So things like Hugo Soto Martinez's streetscape improvement is a brilliant start, but it is just a start. So that's what I hope to really push forward on, along with our tourism improvement district, which will just clean the place up. You know, there's many neighborhoods in Los Angeles that just are not kept up to the standard that we would all hope, and we need to fix that.
Cool. And as far as the homeless environment, is that something that's dear to your heart? Is that going to continue to diminish, or what do you see that?
Yeah, regarding homelessness, we need to house people. We need to get them what they need in order to get their health back, both physical and mental health, and we've got to do something about things like dealing these horribly addictive drugs that just hurt people so badly. Our safety ambassadors administer Narcan on a regular basis, and we're reviving people. This is a regional epidemic. Now, listen, Mayor Bass is doing a stellar job with her Inside Safe program, and Hollywood has been a beneficiary of that program over the last I guess almost 2 years of her administration, and for that we are very, very grateful. Now the county needs to step up, and there needs to be services so that people can actually stabilize. These drugs are so strong, you can't expect somebody to get off those drugs in 90 days. It's just not even physically possible, and that's basically what's being offered right now.
Yeah, in fact, now they're so strong it kills you. You don't get 90 days, you're just dead.
True enough.
It's crazy. But now I did notice when I lived here, there were things that the city did, which a lot of cities didn't do, especially during the holidays. The Thanksgiving meals at different churches,
Yes.
like also in Schrader, and the Sunday meals, which people call I forgot what they call the guy at
There's
the
the Hollywood
Schrader.
Food Coalition that's doing meals. There's several churches that do meals. This neighborhood is a very, very generous neighborhood, so there are a lot of meals being served, and a lot of grocery boxes if people want to make their own.
So now, is that going to continue?
Oh
this year
yes,
as well?
absolutely, and that's going through Senator Durazo, Councilmember Hugo Soto Martinez, and the city as a whole are doing those drives, and those are pretty readily available on social media if you want to take a look.
Very cool. Well, I just want to congratulate you on your great work. Keep up the good work, and thanks a lot, and thanks for taking time out for us.
I appreciate you.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.